And so you sent a hit squad, police unit, to arrest an economist in Mombasa. Yeah, when you have been following him all over the place in Nairobi, you have round-the-clock surveillance at his house, but you choose to arrest him instead when he's very far away from home. I have a theory, okay? The whole idea with this so-called arrest was to get information. Of course, it was going to be camouflaged with incitement charges, but the main objective was to get information. Yes? What are NASA really up to? What is the end game with the People's Assembly? How exactly is Raila going to be sworn in? Where is he going to be sworn in? Etc., etc. Now, there are many people who switch off their phones on Sundays, okay? It's difficult to reach a lot of people on Sundays, okay? So if you arrest somebody on Sunday, the news is supposed to spread a lot slower, yeah? Buy you a lot of time to do a lot of things, okay? Buy you a lot of time to get a lot of information. But something went wrong, okay? Somebody alizembea kwa kazi yake. The police were not exactly sure which hotel Dr. David Ndii had booked into, okay? And they went to the hotel opposite Leopard Beach, okay? And when they did not get any positive response, they whipped out a photograph of Dr. David Ndii. Now, a lot of Kenyans are very excited about secession, okay? And Dr. David Ndii is looked upon as the father of secession, okay? So this is a household name in Kenya already. Many Kenyans may not know that he's an economist, but many Kenyans know Dr. David Ndii secession. And so after whipping out this photograph, information very rapidly trickles back to Raila Odinga and the inner circle. And so even before the arrest happens, the inner circle are already aware that David Ndii is about to be arrested. Now remember, the cops don't know how Mrs. Ndii looks like, yeah? The good professor has not booked into his family into the hotel using his own name, yeah? So my assumption, what most probably happened, is that these officers did what is called surveillance, yeah? And so an arrest that was supposed to have taken place much earlier that day drags on to 8:30 in the evening. And using the photograph, finally they approach Dr. David Ndii. And they're not even 100% sure it is him. Because one of the arresting officers asks, you're Dr. David Ndii, aren't you? Yeah, you know, they ask him to step outside, they need to discuss with him. Standard procedure in the old special branch days for picking up political prisoners. Yeah, they don't tell you you're under arrest. They tell you, can you step out? Tunaweza kuongea kidogo hapa nje. So Ndii asks, who are you? And that officer responds, aren't you Dr. David Ndii? Meaning they were not 100% sure it was him. Oh boy, how sloppy can an operation get? How sloppy can a simple operation get? Really? And this sloppiness, of course, is what led to a lot of things going wrong as far as the draconian government side is concerned. Because within seconds of that arrest, it was all over social media. Within seconds. So the move of arresting him far away from Nairobi in distant Kwale, Diani, that advantage is lost. Pop. And in a matter of minutes, the story is picked up by the international press. So even as the professor is grilled, already the world knows what is happening, what is unfolding in Kenya. And of course that limits the options dramatically. Let me just leave it at that. Now, one thing I can tell you is that police intimidation works, yeah? But it does not always work in the way they want it to work, okay? And I'll give you a personal experience. It is one thing to make sweeping political statements, yeah? Criticizing the government, blah, 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 yeah? And it's quite another to be arrested by these goons, yeah? Now, when I started out my journalism career, I was not interested in politics. Zero interest in politics. I wanted to avoid politics like the plague. Not because I was scared, it just didn't interest me. I was interested in American politics, not in local politics. Yep, local politics was just a waste of time as far as I was concerned. So I get picked up by the special branch those days, the dreaded special branch. Yes, they take me to Nyayo House, you know, that dreaded place with water flowing. That's a story for another day. And then they're very busy dealing with so many dissidents that they're getting help from CID goons. So I'm handed over to the CID, yeah, and the things these people tell you behind the scenes, gosh. They threaten you, we can kill you, we have killed other people. They show you evidence, yeah, places splattered with blood. Meanwhile, the guy is holding a gun, yeah. And of course, the first thing they tell you is to strip naked, yeah. So you're being interrogated when you're in your birthday suit. So you're human, yeah. So you're scared, obviously, yeah. But something else very interesting happened to me. Yeah, after the whole ordeal was over, yeah, I became angry. It was mistaken identity, yes, but nobody apologized to me. Nobody told me anything. We are sorry for what we have taken you through. No. And indeed, I was lucky because if my father was still not in the police force, I think the way that whole story went, I would have ended up 6 feet under, because in those days, they would kill and then do investigations later. So one thing I can tell you for sure is that Dr. Ndii has changed. Yeah? Because before he was talking, he was criticizing, nothing happened. But now he has been arrested. Yeah? He has been through that ordeal. Ametairi sasa. Yeah? He has received a baptism of fire. And now he's a different man, I can assure you. And after such a close brush with death, I got very angry. Yeah? I said, is this the kind of politics going on in our country? That innocent people can go through such an ordeal? I was angry. Yeah? And so I dived straight into political reporting. The other reporting became boring. So the long and short of it is that if these guys had left me alone, they just created a monster by themselves. While you create a monster wakiona tu. Oh boy, dictators never learn. Yeah? But this is what happens all over the world. When a draconian government starts doing what the Kenya government is doing, what happens? Munaamusha shetani. Yeah? Because people who are lethargic, people who are lukewarm to politics, people who don't care as long as you leave them alone, are reawakened. They're provoked. Yeah? They're inspired. They're inspired to fight back. So the more people you arrest, the more people you kill, you're actually adding fuel to opposition. That is exactly what happens. And, maybe somebody thinks they want to reinvent the wheel here. Maybe somebody wants to think that the Kenyan situation is going to be different. Lakini wacha tungoje tuone. Let's wait and see. See you in the next episode. This is Chris Kumekucha.